Episode 96, boys. We're all up and about, but it's a bit late over here. I've got to be a bit quiet because my missus is evil and she doesn't like the noise. But, oh, well, you get that. Episode 96, 4 to go to 100. Tony, number 96. Now, this was a good show when you were about 52.
Top show. It was in black and white, but, oh, God, it was a good show. It had all the stallions and the stars and the porn queens of the day. Oh, you know, all those girls in it back in the day. And then there was the other one, The Box. That was just as good. Great shows, you know.
Now,
fantastic.
For our show number 100, Tony's head of marketing. He's already come up with some great ideas. He's thinking about the little boys and a bit of tomato sauce getting passed around. He's thought about sausage rolls and a couple of party pies. Now he's even thinking of a meat tray or a chook raffle. Now, head of marketing, Tone, you know, we might think you might be a bit in the past.
What was that?
Dude, if you gave me a fucking plate of sausage rolls and party pies, I'd love you forever. But anyway, Tone's head of marketing. And Taz, we've got a pretty good idea, haven't we? If anyone's got a little video they'd like to send through to play on,
yes,
put a line through it. It could be a video praising us, saying how great you are at not tipping winners, or gee, Taz is good, but the rest of you are shit. Or you could say something like, Tone throws out a winner last night in the UK, which is pretty good, but no one else does much.
But it could even be, say, looking for home.
Yes.
Anyone got a spare room?
Old Lee Horner, we remember our NFL same game multi with Voldemort, the name we can't name in Mardo. We raped that bloke, didn't we, the poor bugger? We didn't win one.
Ty, remember Ty?
Ty.
When you've got like, you know, a multi with 50 legs in it, it's pretty hard, isn't it? Like to win one.
Tone, you're looking good. Real men wear pink too, mate. I just got to mention the war.
Yeah, that's the colour. It's the money colour, big boy. The money colour. That's it. Big bucks coming in.
Where did you get that lovely shirt from, by the way? David Jones? Is that where you shop?
I bought that in Australia, boy. Big boy. I bought it in Australia.
Got a bit of black caviar about it tonight, Tone.
I like it. You look very sharp. You look extremely astute. It's like you've had a haircut, you've had a shave.
He's had a haircut, the big man. He mentioned to his missus, geez, I need a haircut. Next minute, bang, haircut.
No, I had to pay for it myself.
And
get it done by a professional. Yeah.
Right.
Well, Tony, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about going and get a haircut. But what I was thinking about doing, and I did this last time because I shaved the head. I went in, I said, how much for a haircut? And the bloke said, $15. I said, how much for a shave? And he said, $8. I said, just shave me head. So
there we go.
Do you reckon I mean, how does it work in Japan there?
The Greek way.
The ones I like, though, is when they also do the little brows. Because, you know, when you get the little Spock bits come out like that, I like it when they get the scissors and they cut them down a bit.
Oh, yeah. I love when they get the little sizzler and they start going around in your ears and then I'm like, oh, yeah, clean up in them little buggers. It's
clean
like a forest.
Up the jungle. I
tell you what,
$15
in that
pink,
the
whole lot.
In that pink shirt, Tone, we might have a couple of female viewers might even tune in.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Real men.
I wouldn't turn for many, but if you keep wearing shirts like that, I could turn for you.
Oh dear.
And talking about turning, the rainbow flag's flying high in there for Barney. Hasn't realised it yet, but well done, Jace. Here we go. Tone's ship was abandoned, Tone. Midnight in Tokyo didn't eventuate.
That's right, yes. Everybody was getting around in their boats, weren't they, last Saturday?
Right. Keza was pretty shit in Melbourne. Wasn't defining at all, but I wouldn't sack it. It came from second last. It ran home for fifth or sixth. It wasn't bad, but holy shit. When they jump at around 360 after they've been pushed in from 440, you think you're a chance, Tone, when there's a bit of market movement.
Yeah, but once again, jockey error, see? Can't count. Absolutely cannot count these jockeys.
Yeah, I know, Taz, we tend to be a little bit more on the jockey sides than Tone, but Seriously, it's not that hard to fucking count or have a couple of landmarks. Oh, there's a 600 pole. I might take off now.
Yeah, but it's not that easy getting out sometimes.
No, that's true. The Greek Freak does it, and again, I think it came second.
Huge run. I mean, Bowman didn't end up riding it. Jay Ford did, but if you have a look at the run, it sort of it was looking for a way out, and it was sort of inside outside. And then eventually, when it's got out, geez, it stormed home. $4.40 the place. I think you could have got. That's Perfect. Good enough.
That's good enough.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, me and Tone would probably, I don't know, kill somebody for a $4.40 winner at the moment.
Look, guys, I mean, I can say this, and I hope our Polty followers don't get too upset with me, but I can do tutorials. So if you want, book in a session, and I'll do a how to pick a winner tutorial.
Oh,
all right. We can go through the form.
How much is that going to cost you, Tess?
Oh no, look, I'm happy to do it at mates rate, so we can negotiate. We can negotiate that.
And remember, the Taz is Greek, so if there's any concreters out there wanting a tutorial, I'm pretty sure he's got some grass that he wants covered.
and you're going to buy a hose though. So if we're ever putting concrete in, you get the concrete in with a hose.
Quaddie has evolved. Last week, the Quaddie was abandoned in Doomben because of the rain and the wet and whatever. So the Quaddie's evolved tonight. We've gone a smaller percentage because we've had more selections because there's no Zaki this week in the Quaddie. So if we hit the Quaddie this week, the smaller percentage won't really matter because we'll be able to buy a couple of Ralph Lauren shirts in the colour of pink.
Yes, get those pink shirts.
Tone, don't stop. Everybody just goes. The analytics just point straight to the Greek Freak now, mate. They don't even know our name now. The analytics just goes straight to the Greek Freak now, and then it stops.
It's pretty simple because we are staying in South Australia. Yes. Now, I know that this one was spun up with a chocky wheel a couple of weeks back. And whilst it didn't salute, I tell you what, a lot of people didn't know that it got galloped on. So you could pretty much disregard its run. It was a BM, I think, 82. Yep, and it's stepping back into a benchmark 68.
Perfect.
GAT stays on. Track conditions are not going to be a problem.
Tony's favourite jockey, Gat, is riding really well. He's riding one or two a week.
My word, he's going to ride it aggressively. He's going to be sitting on the inside. So as long as he's not like inside last, so to speak, he'd be able to position up. And I really see some genuine speed. And the way that I see the race is there's going to be some genuine speed. I've got the ones, and the ones coming home at the end are going to be Sidearm, Howe, and Huntley Lady. But I reckon because we're on the inside, we're going to save the ground. We're going to get through, and the other two are going to be storming home. And Mr. Haverchat is going to go backwards, as is Roginski, because they're going to set the pace up for us. Wow. And at the end of the day, we are going to be howling with Show Me the Money.
It's going to be like that. Is that going to be like that Porky's movie? Why do we call her Lassie?
No, I really do like it. It's lightly raced. It's quite progressive, and I think just disregard last start. It probably deserves to start favourite. If you can grab 4-1, I reckon take it now because I reckon it'll be shorter.
Gat for Jolly at the moment is a dynamic combination, and Murray Bridge. I tell you what, it's probably one of the, for me, it's probably the best track in Australia.
Well, it's probably fair, isn't it? It's probably one of the fairer tracks.
A huge straight. You got room. Yep. It drains unbelievably well.
It's currently a soft 6, I think it is at the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, I don't think so either.
I think a soft 6 probably perfect for there, and I reckon it's lush. That's what when I look at the Moonee Valley, it just looks Murray Bridge. It looks lush, and yeah, I like it, mate. I reckon get in the queue, get on board. Tones,
I think so too.
You keen about that, mate?
And it's not often I tip there.
Yep. Well done. I think it's a big chance. Big chance.
Well, Tone, you don't mind going to Adelaide now?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't go to Adelaide that much. I mean,
I think your last four tips, I think 3 of them have been in Adelaide, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon out of your last 12, I think 9 have been in Adelaide.
Really?
But
that many?
Well, you don't reckon you go to Adelaide that much?
I've been there
9
a
out of
couple
12.
Look, I've just got to think of the jockeys. Like, that's where it comes back to me. It's not the horses, you fucking idiots. Listen, it's the jockeys. Who's on? Who we got? Have we got that spastic Ford, Gaff, Pike, Turdy, Tommy? I don't think of the horses, mate. I look at the form, then I think who's on? Who's going to pull this up this week? That's what you got to look at.
So, Tone, so what you're saying is that your titanium tips, you don't pick horses, you pick jockeys.
No, I pick the horses, but then you've got to do your homework on the jockeys.
Oh,
that's what you got to look at, Taz. You got to look at, like, there's a lot of them pulling them up and getting more under the table than what they get for the win. Come on,
the way that I see it, maybe you're better off maybe starting to back those horses that they have in the circus, because they don't have jockeys on them, do they? They just go round and round.
I reckon he's better off going into a Japanese game centre and start backing the computers. The old animated horses. Remember the old fucking steel horses? You fucking go around the ring. I reckon me and Tony would do our ass at them as well. Anyway, Saturday's Brizzy, baby. We're back to Eagle Farm. Doomben's out. Doomben's absolutely underwater. Horrible. Yep. It's a swamp. So we're back to Eagle Farm. Annabelle Neesham's up and about, Tone. She's like, isn't it great when a racing authority makes a decision that makes sense? So she's having a bit of a crack at Sydney there, isn't she? But we are Drew like pregnant women. And, of course, DJ Cullip says. Another one.
Pezza.
We can't forget Lukey Mullen.
No.
We can't forget Ando.
No.
And, of course, we've still got the great man. He's got an extra week, the captain, because last week was abandoned. Woodsy.
He has, hasn't he?
He's snuck in an extra week. But I tell you what, he's getting a bit Hollywood now.
But does that mean the captain is the longest serving Pelty at the moment?
Yes.
Does it, Pelty?
Woodsy lasted 2 weeks. Now, Ando's lasted 2. Lukey lasted 1. The great man Woodsy's up to 3 because of the abandoned.
It doesn't matter, mate.
It doesn't matter.
It's a win.
He's the longest serving familiar member of the Quaddie. Good on you, Woodsy, the captain. And I've got to turn him up, though, big boys, because the volume is a bit low from the captain. But I tell you what, he speaks for about 45 tonight.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. I'll turn him up.
Let's go.
All right, good on you. Yep, here we go. Here's the great man.
Good evening, guys. It's the captain here. Just letting you know the first leg of the Quaddie on Saturday. My numbers are 2, 3, 5, 6, and 16. Unfortunately, I've left out JMac for this leg, so I'm a little bit concerned. But after listening to Tat's talk last week, I've thrown in his little gem song. So hopefully we get up, guys. Well, it's shitty weather in Melbourne, so we might as well join Brisbane's weather. But hey, it never stops you from having a beer, guys. So enjoy the weekend. Happy punting, and hopefully we get up. All the best, everyone. Enjoy.
And yeah, Woodsy.
Very good. Very good.
I was waiting for him to crack one as well, because when he said doesn't stop you from having one, he's probably got it on the side there, but it's probably empty.
A little taster.
Yep.
Like you've got chocolate on the side there, Taz, eh?
No, I've had no chocolate. I've had it all.
Oh, come on. Don't lie. Don't lie. No. Chocolate's...
Tony, the only chocolate that I'm having tonight is the eye candy I'm getting out of you out in that pink shirt.
Yes. Buddy,
That's
Bloody
all.
I think Taz might be a Ugandan prince. He wants to eat the poo-poo. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh dear, no, thank you.
All
You
right,
can Google
Taz
that
told
if
us
you want to
about
see
that.
that.
You can Google that, eat the poo-poo. But anyway, Woodsy's gone 2, 3, 5, 6, 16. I love his socks are gone. I think it's grown a leg in Queensland. He's got Taz's little gem song in from last week that Taz said you better not leave out.
Yeah, well, it was a good run in the Archer, and I think, you know, the extra week's probably just going to fine-tune it. I reckon it's a good throw-in. I like it.
He's got another Taz horse in Buffalo River. Taz loves the Chautauqua Silks.
Of course
I love a Jimmy Orman, Robin Heathcote combination, Emerald Kingdom. And he's got Tuxu. I think that's the favourite, number 16, but you can't really see because of our big buff heads. And he's left out the J-Mac Waller horse, which is the 11, I think. So at around 13 to 14 skins. But I reckon he's going to get us away, the captain, because that's what the captain does.
I agree, and I like it. And I like that he's left out the 11th, because if the 11 wins, he too joins the 11 cursed. Bloody 11-11. Anyway, what do we say? You ready for me?
Yeah, Taz, you're up next,
me?
mate. You've got numbers 1, 2, 3, 9, and 12, big boy.
I have. Now, I do like the one.
Mm.
I like it for a couple of reasons, because just imagine when it goes 2-2 Kaka and 2-2 Kaka, 2-2 Kaka, 2-2 Kaka. Just sounds like a winner, doesn't it? It's the sort of horse that you want. Look, it finished off really nicely last start. It's got the money jock Orman on it, and it's a good indicator for me that when you finished off nicely in the last start, you got Orman money jock on. It's ready to go. Good price. Dark Destroyer, my little black booker, cost us a couple of weeks back. Can't leave it out. Cannot leave it out. It's come over from New Zealand, but I have a little doubt on it. Will it run out the 2400? I'm prepared to throw it in, but I'm also prepared to risk it. It's not my top pick in this race. I've thrown in Caboose. I like the Waller J-Mac combo. It has been to Eagle Farm before. It profiles where the distance is going to suit. So it was a good run last start, and I reckon it'll suit. So I've thrown it in. Sea Treasures is the roughie, but any horse that runs fifth in a derby behind Hitotsu, how do I pronounce it? Hitotsu, that's the one. Any horse that runs fifth behind that in a derby deserves to go in. After that race, I think it went to Goulburn. It failed. It then stepped up again in the mud over 2,000, and it really worked home into the placings.
I think that was it. I think it was at Randwick, and Rachel's gone up to ride it, so that's got a point somewhere.
Absolutely got to be in there just as a knockout chance, because at least you know it's going to handle the mud, it's going to handle the wet track, it's going to handle, and it's going to get the distance. Yeah. So, you know, with these staying races and Paternal.
It'll look the winner somewhere down the straight, Sea Treasures. Don't worry about that. I don't know if it's going to win, but it's going to look the winner at one point.
Oh, look, I tend to agree with you, Pezza. I do. I tend to agree. I'm a real big fan of this Paternal, and I think this is the one that Waller has earmarked for this race.
Oh.
It is a Waller horse, isn't it? If I'm right. Am I right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep. It's up in distance. I just think it's been stepping up progressively, and I just think this is the one they've set it for. So if I had to have one bet, it would be Paternal. I've risked the 5 and the 6 because of the barriers, but I think the 5 is a Kiwi horse, if I'm right, that comes over with some good form, but I just can't have it.
Yep.
And there's one down the bottom that's had 3 wins on 3 heavy tracks, and last start in a rough habit, it ran 5th at Impel Gazelle. I'll be watching it because I think that there's probably a nice race for it somewhere, but maybe not in this one. That's it for me.
Perfect. Tone, thoughts?
Yes. No, I like Taz's analysis there. There's one that I like down the bottom, but it won't run the distance out. Ting Tong. But, they won't run the distance out. But, no, I like what Taz has lined up there. I do like Sea Treasures myself. But I won't back it because I only poison it. So don't fear. Don't have no fear.
Pez has got a pretty easy race. The Stradbroke.
Easiest race of the day.
Easiest race of the day.
Just go one out, Pezza.
I've got numbers
One
4,
out.
11, 12, and 13. I've thrown the 11 in September run with Cancerous Craig on Craig Williams, our number one jockey. A lot of people think September run can't run the 1300, but for me, I think it needs the 1300. Like, it always runs late and misses. So I think it's a sneaky there from a Great Barrier, drawing the win. Craig's going up the ride. You never know. It's on fire at the. Remember 2 starts ago at the Valley. I won a Group 1. So I've thrown 11-11 because that's our ghost. Excellent. Hoof on the till, grows a leg in Queensland. It's won on second up fucking 100 times. It's second up. It was an amazing run last start on the bog. I think it'll appreciate a bit softer ground at Eagle Farm, and it's not that heavy. And then I've got the 2 faves, which is the Kiwi horse, which came from 30 lengths behind Marzu and nearly ran it down. And Paul L, wow, nearly ran Marzu the $1.45 pop down as well. So, but I tell you what, if away game wins, I'll kick myself because it got 4 million. It got sold for during the week, and it's in Group 1 this week. So if that wins, it's a return on investment in a week. I'll be absolutely gutted because that's a story.
Do you reckon it can win?
No, but if it does, no, I don't think it can beat Entre Travers and Paul L at the moment.
Tough race. It really is a tough race.
Yeah, I love Tommy Berry down the bottom at Jamea. But I tell you what, if there is a scratching 4, 11, 12, 13, I'm going to throw in the 9. Signal Fox, absolutely stiff in the 10,000.
Yeah, it was a good run.
Huge run. Ben Thompson's on fire. That's my 5th pick if you're going a bit wider. Good race. Tone?
Great race.
3, 4, 5, 9, good boy.
Yes, Written Beauty just went. Went. It's
go.
won like 5 or 6 when it's been a favourite. It opened up at like $5.50. It's into $5. You've got a professional jockey on it. If he's on key, he should smash these bunch of spastics. The only bit of a concern is it's out in the car park. But with Pikey on board and the experience, I think you'll get the job done. Dirty Forge. Well, I've got to chuck that in. That's the omen bet for you and Taz later there. Taz is getting excited over my pink shirt.
I've got dirty thoughts now, Tony, just watching you with your pink shirt.
Yeah.
Salatine's always a danger. Look, second up, it'll love the ground the way it is too. And down the bottom, I've chucked April Rain.
Love Jimmy Byrne in the last time. Love Jimmy Byrne.
Yes. J-Mac, well, J-Mac's on the Waller horse, April Rain, and that's one like when it's been favoured. It's won about three or 4 races when it's been favoured out of 8 or something. So it's a pretty good horse. It goes well on the soft as well. But I do like Written Beauty. It's out of my stable, and I think it's a certainty.
I've found a Quinella for you there, Tony, if you're going with Written Beauty.
Have you?
Yeah, it's right down the bottom, number 23, from Barrier 23, Let's Be Glam. It wasn't a bad run last start.
I know someone who's in the ownership of that horse.
I like it.
Yeah. I think Preble rode it about 3 years ago as a 2-year-old, and it was like second favourite for the Blue Diamond in a way. And it won at about 37 skins. And my mate was just like, I think I just bought a new house piece. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I'm in this horse. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. I'm like, why didn't you tip it? He goes, well, we had to keep it quiet. That Brainer won for $40 in a Blue Diamond prelude about 2 or 3 years ago.
Do you know what, Pezza?
Yeah, Preble rode.
I can tell you, you know that that competition to pick 7. I finished second or whatever it was.
Oh,
because so I had to it was 25,000 or whatever, they had to split it. Yep. But I got 6 winners and a second.
Yeah.
And the second was because Let's Be Glam won.
There you go.
So I remember it.
Small
it's probably
world.
the best day, but potentially it was the best day of tipping I've ever had.
Wow.
But geez, it would have been nice to have shared, because I would have shared in the winning pool because I'm sure other people would have had it. But to tip 7 winners, I tipped
incredible.
6 winners and a second, and that Let's Be Glam was the one that put me out.
And that was
It was the
one
first.
about
It was the
37
first leg of that
points.
pick 7.
Yeah. That's
Right?
right. It's like race 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. I remember it.
Mm.
So that's why I'll never forget it. And that's why I look at Tony and I think, let's be glam, Tone.
Oh.
Get on, big boy. Go on, put your money on it.
Hey,
You
hey,
and-
hey, boys, I've done it again.
You've stuffed it?
Race 7, race 8, we'll get comments. Race
yes,
9
that's it.
and race 10. I've done it again, Tone. You know,
Doesn't matter.
we'll get comments, boys. We'll get comments. Everyone's confused.
Yeah, but you know what? We can talk it up that way and then they can see it and they can appreciate it. This is how we know that our Polty familiar are actually watching our video.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's like that favourite horse of yours that they've finally retired, that surprise baby.
Oh,
You can be finally put it to rest so that you can also rest. How much? 23,000?
I might borrow one of Tony's guns and go and watch it at its first pony club race. And no, we shouldn't mention guns at the moment. It's pretty, you know, we work with a lot of Americans over here. And Jesus Christ, I've been having a crack at them for the last couple of days. But
Terrible.
Tones fill up Eagle Farm, race 10, number 6, Written Beauty. Tone goes north and he piggybacks again, the great man.
Yeah, straight on Woodsy.
Come back.
Straight on Woodsy.
Straight on, Woodsy.
My stable way, many years, big boy, many years. And I've pulled like there's plenty of bloody tricks in a clown's pocket. And I've pulled it out today. I pulled it out tonight, ready for Saturday. Get on now. Load up, get on. That's it, but it's my stable.
You would have forgotten about it if Woodsy didn't tip it in the first leg of the Quaddie 2 weeks ago. Are you sure?
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, I haven't forgotten about Written Beauty. No, a reminder there. That's one of my favourites.
Now, Woodsy's getting a bit Hollywood at the moment, Taz. He's getting a bit Hollywood. We might put it to a vote to the familiar. We might say, who do you want in? Do you want the great man, Woodsy, the captain? And we'll get rid of old Pinky here, Pink Eye.
No, we'll never get rid of Pinky. We'll never, ever get rid of him.
Actually, they might vote for me. Get rid of this in the vote.
Well, I'm really scared for you. You better keep your voice down, mate. Otherwise, I could just see you doing the show and all of a sudden your head just dropping forward with a brick behind it.
Oh, man, I tell you.
Tone, talk us through why you've gone with Written Beauty.
Yeah, Tony, you got anything?
Written Beauty, of course. It loves the cut out of the ground. I mean, what can you expect? You know, like it's one like 5 or 6 as favourite. Opened about 550. It's into $5. It's a really big chance in this race. You know, if I would have expected it to be shorter, but because the field's pretty tight, you know, you've got the horses there like April Rain's in with a big chance. Like I said, you've got Dirty Thoughts, you're in there, Taz, and you've got the 9 down there. What was the 9? I forgot now.
April Rain, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's pretty tight. Oh, shut up, you big fat fuck. Behave yourself. Come on.
Hey,
that's it. I've given it to you there. Written Beauty. What?
Tone, you know what I can't understand?
Do you want to have a look at the field again, mate?
You've been a little bit selfish because I've got a leg in the Quaddie with about 38 horses in it, right? And I've picked 5. Yet your titanium tip is the last leg of the Quaddie. You should have just gone one out. I could have gone field and we would have got this Quaddie.
You're like another bloke. Rex is fantastic tips for me. Just about takes the field in every body. I've taken 4 and let you big toads have bloody 5 each. So yeah, I'm very
but I'm pretty sure I've got.
But
4.
I'm shitting the Quaddie. You know that I'm shitting the Quaddie.
Eh?
I'm shitting the Quaddie.
Oh.
Yeah, we know that. You've got to pick your act up. But then again,
yeah, I know, but
the flag on the wheel, I will let you off.
But if you'd have gone one only, I could have had about 8 or 9 in there.
Yeah, but like you've always got to have a plan B. That backup. Written Beauty wins, but you've got to have some backup, you know. So I've given you the first four and the trifecta and whatever in my leg of the quaddie. That's the last race of the day. Yep. All right. Okay. So you can pick them. And I haven't got 5. I've only got the regulation 4.
I have to be honest with you now. The only reason I'm winding you up is because every time you talk, I get to see you in your pink shirt. So the more you talk, the more I can see you.
Oh.
I do like it. I really do like it.
Yes, Ralph Lauren, big boy. Ralph Lauren.
Yes.
I can make it even better. I can make it even better if you want. Tone, speak away.
Oh, there he is. No, it's all right.
Information now. That's it.
Yep.
That's the fill up there, there we go. So the last leg of the quaddie is an anchor, done and dusted. Written beauty. The others are just in there in case there's an upset, but I think it's a good thing.
I tend to agree. It is good. It does look a good bet. I do sincerely agree.
But I'm the one who's tipping it, so you can always put a line through it. My form isn't that great.
Hiking in the last, eh? Why not?
Last, yes. I'm putting my trust in him and hope that he won't let me down because he'll be on a very short 3 strikes and you're out. He'll be on that. That's my strategy, except for Jamie Carr. So 3 strikes and you're out.
I think
it'll be very interesting.
I feel sorry for the people sort of tuning into this, the whole 14 of you. I think we've lost 5.23 minutes about I'm not sure what.
But you know what we did gain?
What do we gain?
5.23 minutes of Tone's pink shirt.
That's right. That's right. Eat the poo-poo. That's what the Ugandan minister does, doesn't he? Tone, I'm not sure what you're talking about, mate, but I hope it wins from barrier 21. But you never know, they might be coming wide by then, big boy.
Not a problem. Pikey's an experienced jockey, so I'm expecting him to get the job done.
I've gone the opposite, mate. I'm from barrier 1. Number 22, political debate. Now, I don't think this is going to get a run. It's 4th emergency, Tone. You know I love a scratching. I tell you what, it's a maiden. It's a Waller horse. It's coming up from Sydney. It's had 1 run up north. Absolutely came from nowhere on a bog. It Doomben, I think, in one of their premier 2-year-old races for whatever they're called, sires, produce type races. It came from last. It would have made up 22 something lengths. I think it ran the second fastest 400 for the day. It's a baby, has no idea what it's doing. Obviously, with another week or 2 with the Waller polish, J-Mac on board. If it gets a run, we're not getting $7. It's probably into 360. I've had a little sneaky bet on it now. Hopefully, there's not as much deductions, but we need 4 to scratch, Tone.
4 to scratch, big chance. I mean, we're up north wherever we seem to go. There, races get abandoned, don't they? So,
yep. And the thing is, I've got another one anyway. I've got a bit of mail from a Nathan Bennett horse that we owned a couple of Bennett horses, the boys and me, and there's a horse running around in Flemington. I think it's race 3, Taz, called number 2 Lazero. So if you join us on the Facebook for all the banter and the bullshit, you'll see if political debate scratched because it didn't get a run. I think Blazero is going to be my next tip at around 9:50 time. Hoof on till.
Political debate. When I look at it, there's one thing that comes up that just makes me want to ask a question, Pezza.
Oh.
What chapter and what edition of the Pezza Black Book Encyclopedia series did this one come out of?
Oh, this is like a Friday the 13th type volume. I think it's like from the number 17.
Seriously, you've got
it's a relatively new entrant after its last run. So if we get a run, mate, we'll be all right. Don't worry about that. We'll be.
I'm scared to come and visit your house because the amount of black books that you'd have lying around. I reckon.
Mate, I tell you what, Tony back in the day, he was like Arthur Fonzarelli. He was with his black book. Don't you worry about that. And tell you what, Mardo, he's got an old Queenslander in up in Cairns there, old Magical Mardo, and his black books actually hold his house up.
I reckon his black book's in the Guinness Book of Records.
Mardo's black books are like cinder blocks.
all I know is seriously, you've got series, you've got editions, you've got the whole shebang, mate. But having said that, you've got ones that missed the kick as well. You've got ones that like to lead. You've got the hard arrhythmia ones. Yeah. Seriously, you've got a condition for everything.
Well, 4 in the 550 and $7. We're dancing around 154 skins. Let's go. Let's hope they run. Let's hope the track's okay. Everybody's safe and sound. And let's hope that, I tell you what, if we're alive in the last, let's hope Magical Tony gets us away. Because I tell you what, 5% for 20 skins is going to get you back some type of collect.
I would agree.
Nice little learner. A nice little learner. Taster there.
Absolutely.
How about a little throw out to a fella who quietly tipped into the UK last night for us. I think Razor deserves a little bit of a mention there. So look, admittedly, Team TNT, we threw one out, but then Steve told us he had some intel. So I hope a few people got out there, because having a look at that result, I mean, he's won one. The one that we've tipped run third, and a $21 place getter ran second. So if you'd have taken the two with the field and a try, you couldn't go wrong.
Nah.
So thanks, Steve. Thanks for throwing it up.
AKA Razor's Edge. Thanks, mate. That was a beautiful tip. And he got him from the man with the most beautiful, like a lot of people comment that Tony's got beautiful eyebrows, let alone a pink shirt. But David Eustace, seriously, I go to war for those eyebrows.
His brother trains over there, doesn't he? And that,
absolutely. Yeah, he's an ex-pom. And as
he's got about 30, I think he's got about 30 of them.
They can win in anything, and at the moment, and Razor's just thrown up a little sneaky David Eustace tip. So please keep them coming, Steve, aka the Razor. Okay, boys, thanks very much. All the best for the weekend, and hopefully we get a result.